All right, everybody. Welcome to the final race of round 2 here. Should be a spicy one. We got Zikubi versus Uko Moonchild. Both these racers are 1-0 and top tier players, so I'm excited. Should be a good one. Let's see. Commentary, we got Arts and Maladroid. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Thanks, Temple. Good to be here.
All right. Yeah, thanks for doing it, y'all. I'm gonna start this race and let y'all take it away.
Sounds good. It's like runners. I've been watching them shuffle RNG for like 5 minutes now. I think we're good to go. Yeah, tonight should be a bit of a doozy. Both top 10 Boogey runners as of this weekend. Zikubi actually PB'd, I think, 2 nights ago. The 10,
Wow.
Yeah, with a 104.08, so that put him in 8th place.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and that actually, I think that bumped Uko out of the top 10. So maybe little bragging rights here tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna be coming for blood.
Yeah. Uko, of course, winning their first race against RJ a week ago, the best time of the round with a 105, which is absurd for a race. So definitely 2 very, very skilled runners tonight. I'm happy to be commentating it for sure.
Yeah, it's the last few races have been really good. I feel like this year there have been a lot of really good times.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Everyone's bringing their A game. Yeah. And I think the new Swiss format is also conducive to some good races because everyone should get paired out with someone roughly their skill level every week, you know? So at least to close races, no matter what the time is.
Yeah, the new style has definitely been interesting. So I've only done it for I think the last 4 years. So this has been cool.
Yeah, and this is the first year we've done the Swiss. So what are your thoughts on it?
So far I like it. We're only 2 races in. It's gonna be interesting how the bracket plays out, but
yeah, and I'm not sure exactly how long the TAs were planning on or TOs were planning on having it, but I know they were going to do Swiss for seeding and then cut to top 8, or cut to top something in a bracket. So
looks like Zikubi decided to skip getting bat first. I know a few people that do that.
It's the ultimate mind game. We have no idea where either runner is in in relation to the other right now.
Yeah, hopefully it'll stay close anyway. At this part, there's not a whole lot going on, so they're just going through some necessary motions. They need to get up to the top of the hill, talk to Pokey, who tells them to return home, and then head back down to bed.
Yeah, and Zikubi does need to grab the crack bat at some point, or else Pokey will yell at him to go get it. So
yeah, he won't be able to leave the house the second time until he's equipped the bat, I believe.
Yeah,
I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can't leave the house. I think someone last year forgot to grab the bat. I think it was Hunter. Not sure.
Hey, Classic James with the raid party.
It's going, James. I saw he was running EV before this.
Yeah, he's another very talented Earthbound runner.
Yep, and he's in this very tournament. It's like Zikubi postponing getting the bat for as long as possible. Yeah, welcome everyone from James's stream. We're in for a solid race tonight. 2 very, very talented runners. And it's a fight to stay undefeated. Last race of week 2, the EBSS.
There we go. We're getting the bat.
Now we should see the runners sync up.
Yep, and we can see now they are both.
Basically even, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I think their timers are just about 1 second to 2 seconds off.
Yep. But now the first real test is going up the hill. And there's actually spawns on it, so.
Oh yeah.
We'll go with the patented behind the couch strat, of course. Make up a, probably a second there on Zikubi. Nice easy spawns to deal with there on the first 100% spawn plate for both runners. Ooh, the butterfly for Zikubi, that always scares me whenever I see it.
Ooh, he almost got snake sniped.
Yep. It's interesting, lots of things to deal with here, but managed to squeeze through that spawn plate. Uko having a better time of it with spawns. Yep, that's a nice snake behind the tree there.
Oh yeah.
So advantage Uko slightly at the beginning. Yeah, Zikubi having to stutter the snake. Does it even move? It looks like it was in the sign.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
I don't know if it could.
Yeah. Plays it safe though and stutters it as you should. Most likely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and roughly 5-6 seconds between runners. Advantage Uko in the early game, but as we all know, Starman can throw a wrench in that very quickly. Call from Hunter to rate Pokepulls here. I think Zikubi's is significantly better currently. A little disappointed in Uko's tonight, not gonna lie. It's like a 2 out of 10. What do you think?
Sorry, say that one more time?
The Pokepull, so kind of a dumb EV runner joke where you move Pokey to the right before you trigger the Buzz cutscene because it saves like a fraction of a second.
Yeah, I actually the last time I ran Boogie Percent or Earthbound was last EBSS, so last October, and then I just got back into it. I caught it right as it was about to start, and there has already been like a ton of new techniques and like little things that have been introduced, and it's crazy how a game this old and this like well developed already, these runs still come out with new things, just these tiny little time saves or tips and tricks. So I'm completely unfamiliar with the Pokeball.
Yeah, it full disclosure, like I said, it saves like 0 time, but we all like to kind of meme about it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like Zikubi skipped the bread roll. Yeah, Desert. Thanks for confirming that in the chat. So I guess he noticed he was behind after the hill and he's trying to make up some time.
Yeah, that's a bold strategy in a race. Typically in races you want to try to play on the safer side of things and not do things like burgerless or skip the bread roll, but he thinks he's got it.
Yeah, and maybe he's accurately noticing that against a runner as good as Uko, he's going to need every second that he can get.
Yeah, that's true.
However, it will make at least the Pokepunk fights with Frank a little bit riskier than Uko's will be. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that.
So this fight is scripted. I think the average is 3 turns, but people try to get it in 2 turns, and sometimes it can go as long as like 4, or I don't know, maybe even 5.
And by try to get it in 2, you mean just like sit there and mash and pray and hope Buzz cooperates, but yeah. It looks like Zikubi gets out there, yeah, about 2 seconds between the runners after that, so. Looks like so far Zikubi's gambit of skipping the bread roll has paid off. He's got a slight lead, but could come crashing down if he gets some bad luck during the Pokemon fights.
Yeah, the punks are going to be a very vital part for him.
And I assume we'll see him go grab the can of fruit juice at least, get a tiny hill.
I love juice strats.
Oh, I love juice strats, yeah. World record has juice strats, so it's good. Let's see if Larna cooperates here. Each of them. It's never fun to see Larna just like do everything in her power to get in your way.
And
Right.
sometimes she will. I've definitely seen players get pinched by them and get stuck for.
Yep. Yeah, I call it linebacker Larna whenever that. But
So
she cooperated.
our protector Buzz here has been taken out. So now he's letting us know the path for the rest of the game. There's a switch where you have to mash from yes to no, and if you don't make that switch, then you end up getting the entire block of text again.
Yeah, it's game over. It's a real feels bad moment if you manage to do that. Both runners are going to make their way down to Onet now. Hopefully no spawns along the way.
Yeah, let's see if Onet Zoo is out.
It's like Zikubi made it through unscathed. Uko gets that one easy snake spawn.
It's
Yep.
easy. Yep, nice. So the next thing they're gonna do is find this hidden treehouse here where they can get a special equipable item, the Mr. Baseball Cap, which actually has higher defense than the one you can purchase from the store. However, runners are grabbing it so that they can sell it in order to buy the cheap bracelet, which the two defensive items combined gives them a higher defense to go into Frank.
Yeah, and it really shows how speedrunners are like chaotic evil in their own games, where our nice friend over in the treehouse decides to grant us his prized possession, and we just go and sell it immediately.
Immediate upon.
But he'll never know, you know? So it
It's
was
for
a
a good
really
cause.
Exactly. Looks like both runners probably gonna do the spawn skip. It's the first few shark spawns by going out of their way over the hospital area. You see Go doing that right now. Now this is where we want to hone in on Zikubi, because he doesn't have the bread roll. So if these punks don't cooperate, it could be dangerous.
Got a miss. Low
Uko
hit.
loves the can of fruit juice and just grabs it immediately. But yeah, Zikubi got out relatively unscathed. Some nice misses on the charge forwards there.
Uko having even better first punk.
It looks like Zikubi skipped the can of fruit juice as well. He's auto-fighting. I love the confidence. He's taking this lead and he's pressing every frame out of it. Solid 3-turn fight there from Uko on Poco Punk 2. And no damage from the Yes Man Jr. on Zikubi's side there is always nice. He'll probably life up to full. Yeah, he has to life up because he doesn't have a red roll. So.
Life up and roll in the Frank. So in the Frank fight, it's pretty much anytime you take damage, you want to life up, because if he brandishes a knife twice, you're dead.
Yep. Ooh, and that unfortunate dodge there. You never want to see that. Oh, but
Yeah.
Smash makes up for it. Oh. Solid Frank time from Zikubi. Uko not too far behind. Ooh, but the bread roll, low roll, that doesn't max them out on HP.
Oh, that's
So has
hard
to
to
burn a
see.
life up, yeah. In a PB attempt, you probably risk that with 42 HP going into Frank, but in a race, no, you just want to get through the fight.
And the Frankie Stein fight is pretty scripted as well. He'll do a low attack on his first one, and then every attack comes every 2 turns with either a tear into you, which is high damage, or a small hit.
Evans, it could be making quick work of that fight.
Yeah, he's straight through it.
Yep.
13.
Low 13, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good Frank time.
Uko got a smash on Frank as well, so always good to see that. Ooh, but very low offense for the Frankenstein fight. A little scary. It's going to take the full 7 hits, most likely.
Yeah, it's looking like it, but he's in a good spot.
Yep. So about 30 seconds between the runners now. Red roll skip paying off for Zikubi, as well as just better fights. And Pruben in chat asking, are stat bonuses random? Yes, but they follow a general kind of probability curve. Where if you like roll low for a couple levels, you'll kind of catch up and get a high roll later on. There's variance, but following a general planned out curve. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
And actually, that'll come into play during the slug grind, because coming up, both runners will be grinding to level 8 on some slugs in the first dungeon of the game. And what you want to see is them to hit 24 offense at level 8, because then they'll instant win fights against single enemies in the upper floors of the dungeon. There's a chance that you get 23, and then you don't get that break point.
So Zikubi's pulling out his money so we can go stock up on burgers for the grind and the ant fight.
Yeah, I don't think either runner used any burgers during break fight, so
Nope.
should each be buying 5, filling up, and then heading on the way. The 30 seconds here might look like a lot at the moment, but that can just be the time it takes to find one slug pack during the slug grind, so Luca's definitely not out of it, for sure.
Nowhere near. We're still way too early.
Zikubi hoping for some early slug spawns.
Yep. So here you want to get 22 slugs. There's a general strategy of just collecting them all on the bottom floor, because all of the small dots that you see will be slugs. And there's an alternate strategy of getting 16 on the bottom floor and then going up to the 3rd floor to get a 6-pack, which can spawn up there.
Yep, and that's the only floor that it can spawn. But then you run the risk of running into mice and all sorts of unsavory things. So in a race, I personally prefer just doing all the grinding.
Yeah, same.
But Zikubi's already, he skipped the bread roll. He's shown he's ready to take every frame he can. So maybe we'll see a 6-pack strat come out from him.
The other thing you don't typically see here is auto fighting on this first one for that Uko first hit reason. So the slugs have 30 HP, and when you first come in, you don't have enough offense to guarantee a 30 hit. So if you auto fight, it selects random targets. You could end up doing 27 damage, and then it'll skip to a different target, and you won't kill that slug, which could end up getting you hypnotized and killed.
Yeah, I personally am with Zikubi on this one, though. I just like YOLOing the auto fight, canceling it if I have to. Yeah, Uko there getting slugs right as they walked in, which is really nice. Zikubi's on his 2nd pack.
Yeah, Zikubi's on 8, and Uko has 4. And Uko's got his next one right there. Oh wow, good spawn for Zikubi.
Yeah, so he'll get his 2nd level up at level 7, and then be 8 away. Final. So getting their 3rd pack as well.
Yep.
Very close here.
Yeah, they're both having good slug grinds.
Yeah, you saw that 30-second lead. Didn't really amount to much when Uko managed to just get 2 instant slug spawns upon walking into the giant step. Ooh, and we see Zikubi getting the cool new strat that debuted last year, where you get that mouse stuck on the wall there, and it prevents any further mice from spawning on that spawn plate. You can just farm for slugs without a care in the world.
Yeah, so that's a new one that I had to kind of pick up and adopt.
Yeah, it really, that particularly kind of, there used to be lots of different fields of thought on farming slugs, but I feel like with the advent of this strategy, it's pretty clear that this is the way to be doing it now.
Well, and as you can see on Uko's, it's as optimal as it may be.
You're never guaranteed this.
Nothing is ever guaranteed. So he is going for the 6-pack strat.
Yeah. Looks like having to do some stutters here.
Ooh,
Yeah, that was close, but able to get them stuck on the bridge
Yeah.
down there.
very nice.
Now, the one downfall of the 6-pack strat is if it doesn't spawn, you get stuck going up and down this rope over and over and over again. It's never fun, but feel the lag. Hopefully you'll find it.
It looks like Uko is going for 6-pack strats as well.
Oh, I think they thought that was a 4-pack of slugs, but it was really two 2-packs of ants. Oh, and now it's a 3-pack. Yeah, you just run here. The ants actually aren't that quick, so I like running from
Yeah.
encounters that you can't just like easily.
It would take 2 hits per slug, or per antoid. Definitely not worth trying to bash out.
Yeah, although sometimes you get stuck and can't run like we're seeing here. Now Zikubi abandons the 6-pack strat as he found a 4-pack down here on the second floor. Oof, and there's the issue with getting these antoid fights. Death for Muko. It's gonna be tough coming back from here for sure.
Yeah, giant step is a giant step death. It's tough.
Yeah, you gotta walk all the way back. Still needs more slug packs.
But again, not over. Zikubi could die to ant, or anywhere in here. There's other places in the game, so.
Yep, and he's going for an antoid plus rowdy mouse fight, which could be dangerous if we get a couple successful calls for help or smashes from the mouse like that.
Yep.
The antoid is dead, having better luck than Uko there. And Fuzzy Pickles, everyone. That's the one fun thing about dying in a net, is you get this picture. Now, I don't know if you were tracking Zikubi's level up. I don't know how much offense he's at.
No, I wasn't. I wonder if he knows or if he'll check here.
First, he's got to get up to the butterfly room where it's safe to do those types of things, and Uko's just making their way back. The giant step, I think, still needs the 6-pack, or if they find, any 4-pack on the way there, take that in a couple single fights. Yeah, definitely eyes on Zikubi here. Looks like he has the 24 offense, single to instant win the fights against the antoids. Grabs the safety burger. Uko luckily getting a quick 4-pack here on the bottom floor. So as long as they can get up through the floors of Giant Step quickly, they're not actually that far behind. Zikubi entering the Titanic Ant fight now. This is a great equalizer.
Yeah.
Fully stocked with burgers, though.
As long as he doesn't, get smashed or anything crazy. Let's see, the first one, 72, so it's a little low on the first rockin'. I think the average is like 80 to 85.
Yeah, the average is 80, so slightly below average. And Ant is just attacking and attacking and attacking. Ooh, 100 there is nice to see.
Yeah, that's good.
So Ant's at 170, total health of 235, so probably like 4 hits away, 3 depending on, looks like he had offense.
Yeah, as long as shield.
All you need is that smash.
Oh,
There you go, so Zikubi through Ant. It's really on Uko to try to make up this time now. Going for some risky stutters here. Caught another 4-pack on the second floor on the way up, so Uko is level 8. Oof, that's a lot of lag from that 6-pack. Very close. Trying their best.
He's
This will be heart-wrenching. They can't pull it out. Luckily, you can just slide up against this. Oh, it's so close. No.
no. He was so close. very valiant.
Do you
effort.
run here? Oh, you have Rockin' at least, so the fight's not too bad. But just unfortunate time loss, and yeah, for those viewers who are not in the know about this, Earthbound runs on the Super Nintendo, and one thing about it is if there's too many sprites that are spawned on screen at once, then the game lags so much. You can see that happening on Zikubi's screen right now, and it makes stutter stepping, the main way we avoid enemies in this area, much harder to do when there's lag.
Yeah, that was super impressive that he got that far. Most people would have been hit long before that.
Yeah, I probably would have just, taken my licks and fought first Antoid, and then maybe tried to use the invincibility frames to run over the other side. But props for going for it, even if it didn't pan out in the end, because it was super close. Pixels away from making a daring escape.
All right.
Here. 83 is a solid first hit, about average. Oh, but then the shield. Uko not having any luck tonight. Magnet for 4 takes away a life up, but with full burgers shouldn't be a deal.
69, that's a low hit.
Yeah, and the issue is now you have to eat through this shield. And every hit you're gonna heal with a burger. Ooh, and outspeeding on that turn, and a smash. Wow. This is brutal to watch. This is not safe for work for everyone in chat. Sorry to say. Izuko managed to make it through the shield. Oh, spoke too soon. This is very unfortunate.
See, Zikubi is burning through his cops now.
And Uko can only auto fight here, out of healing items, out of psychic points. Finally, Ant's down, but about 3.5 minutes between runners. Giant Step was not looking out for Uko tonight.
So the cops have 2 attacks, a regular and a crushing chop. You do not want to be crushing chopped.
Yeah, and this string of encounters is really just a war of attrition. You want to deal with the cops quickly enough that you can conserve all of your psychic points and your burgers. Zikubi doing a good job of that, already on the 4th and final cop for the boss. Strong.
This is really the one that matters. Trying to get out of this fight with as much HP as possible going into strong. Although he has so much PP, he could heal first round.
Yep, and plenty of burgers left.
Yeah.
Do the quick ant fight. Cop's not cooperating though, crushing chopping constantly.
Yeah.
Opting to risk it and just going into strong with.
Well, the outspeed helped him.
Yeah. 64 HP is like borderline healing on strong. What would you do here?
64 HP. Considering it's a race and he has the lead, I would heal. Just go safe and.
Yep, but we see the rockin', and now if he gets attacked by strong, it's over. But luckily, strong is on guard. That was a huge risk that he probably did not need to make with this much of a lead. But hey, it pays off, and we've seen Zikubi not scared of making the bold plays to stretch his lead. So just
27-32 O-net.
That's absurd for a race with buying full burgers. But you can see with one different move from strong there, this race is like dead even. If he just attacks that second turn instead of guarding.
So Uko's gonna have to pull out some money so he can burger shop for the cop fight.
Yeah, used all of their burgers on the ant fight. Yeah, James making a good point that if Zikubi's not watching the restream, he might not know how far ahead he is. Maybe he thinks he needs to be making these risks. Zikubi makes his way down into Tucson.
That is an interesting. Do you watch your competitor? I think it's taboo, right? You're not supposed to.
I like to tune in during like the Runaway 5 fight, but I don't watch more then.
Yeah, I think the Runaway 5 fight cutscene is where I go check the other.
Yeah, I like to rib the commentators during that cutscene too. Nice little input break.
So Zikubi came into Tucson. He's gonna get money out to give to Apple Kid, save for a death warp.
Uko bought full burgers here. I wonder if they know how far behind they are. So my theory here is, I feel like they're too far behind to like cut corners and try to make up time that way, you know? Because even if you like skip buying burgers and try to YOLO some cop fights, like you're still gonna be behind by a decent amount, right? So all you can really do is try to play as safe as possible and hope the opponent dies. That's my theory. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I definitely feel that there's those small time differences. You can maybe cut a corner and catch up, but in this scenario, you just gotta kind of hope that the game is going to throw some smoke at the other racer.
Yeah, Nuko definitely, buying full burgers after the ant fight. Subscribing to that school of thought currently.
Blue Lardna.
It's like
Is
cops
that
are
what you said?
Blue Lardna, yeah. I never made that connection, but yeah, that makes sense. The party lady. Go's got the last cop fight for Captain Strong. We'll say they've eaten through a lot of the burgers. It's like cops have not been helpful.
Hopefully they get through it really fast.
Ooh, but using, with all those burgers that they bought, they can save psychic points to Rockin'. Second to last cop, and then as you said, you enter the strong fight with tons of HP. I believe Uko did that last week in their race with RJ as well, so definitely a proponent of that strat. Now you can just straight up go strong anyway.
76. Going for
102.
another Rockin'. Yep.
So about 4 minutes between runners still. Zikubi, there might be a UFO behind there. No, looks like he got that despawn. That was really tricky because you couldn't see if the UFO despawned or not.
I couldn't tell at all.
He is a braver man than I. That's all I say.
So the goal here was to load the pencil statue into memory, although you didn't see it on Zikubi's stream. It moved up high enough so that it was loaded into memory, and that's enough to trigger the next sequence of events where Apple Kid will call you on your way back.
Yeah, of course, us speedrunners know the pixel you need to walk to spawn the pencil in, so we waste as little time possible moving up there. Uko's got to make their way down to Tucson, grabs the hamburger. Could be getting through the sprout tunnels pretty easily.
I always hate this little walk here into Tucson because I've been sniped by mushrooms more than once.
Yeah, the mushrooms are really good at hiding like right underneath trees where you can't see them. Kind of like the UFO was on Zikubi's walk earlier. Both runners grabbing some butterflies though. During this section before they get to Happy Happy Village, both runners are going to want to find 2 butterflies that'll regen all per second. So, assuming they don't take any fights in here.
Yeah, there's a ton of butterfly spawns between here and Happy Happy Village.
Yeah, there are at least 2 90% spawn plates, and then other ones that are, probably around 50 or higher. So shouldn't be too hard to find too.
Yeah, you try to take 2 that are the least out of the way.
Yeah, that's always how you can tell how experienced a runner is how willing they are to chase a butterfly to the ends of the earth. Yeah.
So Zikubi has the pencil eraser statue. He's opting to not fight Everdread.
Bold move. No.
And he's gonna head back and see if he can get through PRV.
Uko had to dance around some spawns there in Tucson. Never fun when you see those because you don't really expect them. And then when they show up, you can very quickly be taken off guard. But Uko doing a good job juking and getting caught on trees and stuff, so not losing too much time there. Zikubi getting the troll sprout there.
Just
Right at the
falling
edge of
off
the
in. Yeah.
Zikubi's now done with sprout tunnels for the run. I'm sure he's happy about that. It's one of the worst areas because, like, if you get a spawn, there's literally nothing you can do about it. You're just forced to reload and time that again.
Yeah, no.
First person.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just saying Uko making their first run through sprout tunnels. No spawns though, so making up a little bit of time there. I'm sure they'll take every second they can get at this point with this deficit. If
Yeah,
you're just running, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Every door transition to despawn those tunnels is huge time loss.
Yeah. If you're just joining, Uko died in Giant Step to an unfortunate Antoid fight. I believe to me it seemed like they thought it was a 4-pack of slugs, but it was actually 2 2-packs of Antoids. So unable to run away after a while. Zikubi getting caught there in PRB a little bit, but some maneuvers around there and able to make it through. That's a dangerous area. Gibbons are there often. So far, a good PRV for Zikubi. No real close calls. He opts to not grab I don't know if he knows about the spawn skip here if you hug the left wall. But he needs that butterfly anyway, so not a big deal. But yeah, and you see where he, those spawns wouldn't be there. Making a run for it with this tree. Close one. Squeezes through and through PRV in less than 36 minutes. It's a good time.
Wow.
He gets the troll snake.
Step on snake.
I believe it's, chat correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a 1 in 3 chance that they aggro onto you. But luckily you just didn't win the fights because those are the same snakes that you fight when you're level 1, 25%. I'll defer to James here with his encyclopedia of Earthbound knowledge over there.
So now Zikubi's gonna upgrade his bat and his hat.
And buy some croissants.
Yep, he's also gonna stock up on some croissants for the fight.
Now, are you a proponent of the egg strat, free eggs from the sign? I know Uko does that.
I do not.
Yeah, I don't do it either. But, they're free, so definitely don't fault runners for going for it. Uko did something interesting last week where they grabbed bananas, actually, to kind of act as surrogate cookies in case you don't get the drop from the shack fight.
I saw that.
Yeah, because then you can try to end the Carpenter fight with, just banana HP, and then the death warp will be quick.
Yeah, I think someone last week tried to eat like a cookie, keep HP low, and ended up ripping the Carpenter. So you can definitely keep your HP lower, but you can also, if you end up not getting any reflex.
Yeah, it's definitely dangerous. You just gotta stay on top of your healing, and I like to assume I get 1 reflect every Carpenter cycle. But yeah, if you get unlucky, it could be dangerous. Now low rolls on this rocket in the shack fight here, so he's gonna have to double rocket.
But at least he got rid of Crow.
Yeah, and no calls for help either.
Oh yeah, successful ones.
So yeah, likely won't have 2 rock-ins for Carpenter now, making that fight a little bit scarier. That's of course assuming that the cultist before Carpenter doesn't call for help 3 times or whatever. A pretty textbook shack fight there. Nuko's had a decent PRV as well, it's just obviously not enough to make up this huge time deficit. Zikubi tussling with a cultist spawn there. And just to get the despawn. Either player went for the spawn skill there in PRB, but it didn't end up mattering. And I think Uko made up a good amount of time in PRB there.
Yeah, he had a pretty good PRV.
And no, Snick.
So here's Zikubi's last cultist fight, hopefully. Oh, call for help. You don't
Call
like
for
to
help.
see- Yeah.
Pretty low on health too. Yeah, you probably croissant here. Ooh, another call for help. This could actually be really dangerous. You're gonna have to rock in here. And just to kill one of them. Ooh, and gets a high roll. So a little dicey with 2 successful calls for help on that fight, but high rock and roll cleans it up.
Yeah, now he's really going to be banking on some reflex, and then I think that means he's going to get the big HP jump right after Carpain,
Yeah,
right?
unless he just got it, I didn't see.
No, I think he got the low HP level up, so I think the next one will be the big HP jump.
Yeah, so then he'll end up with, even if he does cookie strats or something like that, still will be at a decently high HP, probably take multiple hits from the mole.
Now, is there a certain HP where you decide to go into PRV instead?
So I've kind of waffled on this recently. I think 90 is my cutoff. I know we have some people in chat who are proponents of going for the bear instead of the mole. But yeah, I like PRV if I'm like over 90, because then it's like 3 hits from the mole.
Nice double reflect, and Carpainter is down.
Yep. And yeah, gets the... Okay, so only a tiny vitality up by 1 there. So 38 HP. So this is, 2 hits from the mole.
Uko just had a call for help.
Manages to isolate down to the single cultist, though. Yeah. A little dicey. Cultists have been a little frisky tonight, calling for help a bunch, but no one's really been close to dying. Just had to burn through some extra rock-ins when they didn't want to. It's gonna be hard to match that Carpenter fight if you're Uko. But where you could make up some time is the cultist fight, pre-Carpenter. You don't get the call for help. Having to life up there is not liking the food items or their HP total.
And that right package there is a croissant that you can grab if you're feeling extra scared going into Carpainter, but
yeah, it's a good safety strat if you need to heal during shack fight or something and you don't want to go buy some more food. But getting an egg is probably just faster. Zikubi dropping all of his defensive items, including the croissant, which you probably didn't need to drop, but yeah, you want to get rid of all your defensive items so you speed up his death as quickly as possible. Uko making it through the pre-Carpenter cultist, and now, unless it's a perfect Carpenter fight, probably will lose a little bit of time to Zikubi.
you never know. The mole could
You could kill the mole. Oh, killing Paula first. Not ideal, but at least it's attacking. That's all you can ask for. A couple misses from the mole there. A little bit of a troll. But yeah, decent mole fight. And Uko's not getting too many reflects, but that nice smash there is, about a reflex worth of damage.
nice, and he's through Carpainter as well.
Yep, and gets the tiny HP up as well, so 47 is going to be, 2 hits from mole as well. Not bad Carpenter fights from either runner. Really just maintaining the lead at this point, not really extending it. Here's Zikubi, which is all you need to do, He has plenty of time to give.
Yeah, there's still, a little bit left for Uko to make a comeback, but it would definitely require Zikubi to die in like Pond Cave or
even Boogey, right? If we want the most hype outcome.
it's true. I think I've seen unfinishable races if you get killed by Boogie twice.
Yeah, never want to see that if you're a runner, but it's always a possibility.
So, if I was looking at the time correctly, Uko is less than 3 minutes behind now.
All right, so they managed to make up a good amount of time. They had a better PRV for sure. Less trolley cultist fights. Still a big deficit, but chipping away at that time and maybe puts it within, one death of time loss. Now, if you're Zikubi, though, you probably just want to play it as safe as possible.
Definitely.
Grab the teddy bear before Boogie Tent, safety save if you want to, that stuff.
Yeah, with how he started off, I don't see him doing anything too extreme like safety saves, but he definitely should grab the teddy bear.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I was him, but as we've said multiple times, he's a different breed of runner than I am. And there's something to be said for just, finishing the race as quickly as possible, right? Leave nothing to chance. Plus, time counts for tiebreakers too, so there is incentive for the runner to not play it safe even though they have a giant lead. We'll go here with the Death Warp Mole. Kills Paula again. Ness is in defend range. Yeah, quick Death Warp. Uko's still making up time, but
yeah, that was.
Will it be enough?
It's not over till I see a dead tent.
Yeah, we get a nice interlude from both runners. Like the 2-minute warning, I guess. But yeah, like we said, with, a couple things either way, this run could have been very different, So it could be risked it on strong, was one hit away from dying there, and opted to risk the rockin'.
Yeah, the giant step just really messed Uko's run up.
Yeah, and it's just like, I can't even call it like a bad decision, right? Because you think they're 4 slugs, but they just it turns out it's 4 ants, and what do you do about that? So
that's what we were talking about earlier with the safety of first floor grinds.
Exactly. So those little black sprites. Yeah, I think this is the first DBSS race I've seen where both runners attempted the 6-pack strat. Neither ended up doing it, but an attempt was made. And you saw why it's so unreliable, right? And why it's usually just reserved for PB attempts. On Uko's end, you ended up running into Antoids when you meant to get slugs, and in Zikubi's end, you spent forever trying to get the 6-pack to spawn and ended up just quitting and grabbing a 4-pack on the 6th floor.
Yeah.
Of course, when it lines up perfectly and you get the insta 6-pack spawn when you get to the top of the rope, you feel like, $1 million. But
So this time you get to approach Everdread's hut and not fight him. He just gives you money.
And Zikubi is a subscriber to the Right Bus theology.
Right bus is the right way.
They don't call it Right Bus for nothing. It's not Wrong Bus. And I know Uko's a right busser. Do we have any left bussers in the tournament? Has anyone left bus?
I believe so. I'm waiting in the chat to see it.
Whoever it was, I'm glad I didn't watch it. Oh, is it Airfram? They're around. They're scared though. They're not coming out.
Left
Don't want to get bullied by the mean commentator.
Left bus lurkers. Now Uko's Runaway 5 show is starting.
We get simultaneous input breaks for both runners.
Yeah, they get a nice little input break.
Now we could see a scary graveyard, no pun intended, for Zikubi here, which could eat up some more time.
Yeah, Giant Step was tough on you, Uko.
Zikubi here using the skip sandwich, interestingly, just to run through the lag in Southern Threed. I know some runners like to save it in case they're like afraid they're gonna get caught by a fly or something.
Yeah, the most I see skip sandwiches being used in this run is the run to Boogey tent itself. There at the bottom to get away from any Threed spawns, dogs hanging around by the tent.
Yeah, that's what I do as well. But Zikubi just wanted to power through the lag, able to dodge a few spawns in graveyard and to be safe. So
Zikubi got the trigger, so even if he died in graveyard now, he just has to follow the woman into the hotel room.
don't try this at home, folks.
Questionable morals.
What do you think Paula's thinking this whole time? She has no say in the matter, you know.
Yeah, I suppose she just, trusts that he knows what he's doing. But probably...
Slightly misplaced trust, but, you admire the faith that she has in her teammate. Yeah, this will be a high 50, low 51 graveyard. Spectacular time for a race.
Uko did right bus as well.
All right, all is right with the world. And is that a gold I see for the Death Warp? Yeah, I mean the Death Warp is pretty solid. So I guess that whole split is all of Happy Happy, including the Death Warp. We have simultaneous input breaks again. Boogie's nicely paced like that, where you're going all through happy, through Onet. And you get a nice break before the final flurry that is Winters into the Boogie.
Yeah, all the input breaks come right here at the end of the Boogie run. From your Runaway 5, the bus,
Tessie,
your Tessie, yeah. So
even Skyrunner, that's the longest one, right?
I think that's 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No skippable cutscenes.
Nope.
But it's kind of nice, especially if you do like the full any percent glitchless run. You treasure those minutes where you don't have to be pressing buttons.
Oh yeah. I couldn't imagine the run with skippable cutscenes.
Yeah, just I guess it would be like 3.5 hours of mashing and.
So Zikubi's getting the broken key, which is not going to work. So he just needs to test it on the first locker.
And in Zikubi fashion, not going for any safety strats, dropping the broken spray can, so he won't have that for some extra cash if he happens to die to Boogey.
Yeah, I don't think the tech skip is worth, especially in a race, the possibility of dying and then having it to sell to buy extra rockets. But
who are we to judge, right?
Yeah.
At this point, he's 3.5 minutes ahead.
His best time is way better than mine, so.
Clearly, he's doing something right.
He's doing something right.
He's doing a lot of things right.
So he's equipped and out the door. Uko is just been captured.
Yeah, I didn't watch very closely, but looked like a solid graveyard. Nothing too scary.
Zikubi's about to acquire the cancer that is Bubble Monkey.
Yep, hopefully for Zikubi, he'll cooperate. But we all know that that's a pipe dream in most runs. Nice easy despawn there. It's always nice when the spawn over to the left there gets stuck behind a bridge. Just get a free despawn.
Now, do you like the taking the dogfight there if it's available?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. In a race, for sure. Yeah, I recommend doing that even in PB attempts, because, you know, if you get the green squirrel, which shouldn't be too hard to do, it just makes you don't even lose that much time, and it makes your chance of getting to the first proto fight so much better. Gets the Winter's photo skip as well. And we'll see here if Uko drops the spray can.
Unlike the Bubble Monkey, here is one of our favorite characters.
Yes, it's quite the dichotomy on display right now.
Really the yin to the yang.
Exactly. Yeah, chat, bring out your MS Paint beasts.
Yep, there's Pin Train with his MS Paint Beast jokes. I've noticed that those are becoming routine.
As they should be. Zikubi coming up here on Brick Road, one of the more dangerous parts of the run, especially the first protoplasm.
Yeah, definitely. Brick Road can be a breeze, or it can haunt you.
It's really where good paces go to die in Boogey. Let's see if either of them even attempts first proto skip. It probably has like a less than 1% chance success rate. But
I was gonna say, I don't think I've seen anyone else really try to skip it so far in the race.
I got one during a PB attempt like a week ago, but it was my second time ever. And I still go for it for like the one in 1,000 chance you get it. You feel like a god. Uko takes the safety dog, not getting the green squirrel, but should be a quick fight. And first proto is down for Zikubi.
That went really well for him.
Yep, see if he can manufacture a couple skips here as well.
See, now with the ducks up there, I don't. Oh, he's gonna try for the despawn.
Interesting. Yeah, you want duck to move left here, and then you can drag it down. This is doable.
But he keeps moving.
Yeah. He does have time to burn here, of course. Might be worth.
But yeah, but then something could happen in Pond Cave, and it could.
That's true. Yeah, every second he spends here is the second that Uko's gaining on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's the left movement, so.
There it go. Yeah.
Should be a successful duck skip. Second proto still he has to deal with.
This is all dependent on Bubble Monkey. If Bubble Monkey cooperates, which he did.
So 2 skip. Brick Road, not letting up at all. Let's see how he manages to handle Pond Cave. Really variant on how many spawns you get and their placement. Yeah, like that mouse right there. I'm never stuttering that. Second time's the charm though, gets a free spawn plate.
It's right in the door.
Yep. Should be an easy stutter here on this mouse as well. Of course I say easy, but with Bubble Monkey everything's hard. And yeah, I guess I spoke too soon. Red swirl from the mouse. This could be a little tough. Ooh, smash from Bubble Monkey though. Yeah, unlucky for Zikubi. Only one smash from the mouse. Yeah.
Yeah, that was close.
Yep, we continuing the trend of, if one or two things went a different way, to be a whole different ball game. But Zikubi's hanging in there, hanging onto this lead, and that death there would, he's so far ahead that dying there would just make this basically an even run, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. If he dies here in Pond Cave, he's gonna give Uko a really good shot at coming back.
Yeah, especially because he skipped 2 of the fights. So those spawns would still be there, if I'm not mistaken.
There's the pond in Pond Cave.
But he makes it through the 2 dangerous rooms, and now here's just a decent game to get something taken. So barring any cave boy shenanigans, which are always an option, we'll be seeing Zikubi and Co. in 3.
Uko starting. Oh yeah, so they're only there if you die in Pond Cave and you skip them, or sorry, Brick Road.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. Yeah, once you clear Brick Road and go past Brick Road himself, I think it's. Yeah. Now this is an interesting mushroom. Yeah, looks like right out of aggro range. Nice call there from Zikubi.
Uko is not even attempting to despawn the duck.
Yeah, it was in a really awkward spot.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't have tried.
Yeah, it was in kind of, if it's wedged over in that corner there, you can sometimes, if you get lucky with the duck's walk cycle, skip it just by moving straight up, which I think is what they tried to do. But it's basically just you're rolling the dice there. Yeah, duck, quick work of Bubble Monkey helping out there with the smash. Now we'll see if they're able to get.
Yeah.
Roto skip.
5. This is insane for Uko's Bubble Monkey did not cooperate. They got.
Yeah, luckily second proto is not as scary as first proto, although if they call for help.
Proto B shows up, right?
Yeah. It's all fun and games till Proto B shows up, that's for sure. Low on health here. Ooh, 7 damage, 1 health left. Gets the boiled egg off. Now, at what point do you just run? Yeah.
I would be running now. Yep. That's what.
Yeah, it's not like you need the experience or anything.
No.
Yep. So Uko's successfully through Brick Road. Scary second proto fight. No skips, unfortunately. So losing time to Zikubi there. And it's really, all eyes are on Zikubi at this point. He can make it down to Boogey tent unscathed and finish the fight. It's GG.
And Uko's time is by no means bad. This is still a very, very good pace.
Oh yeah, especially with a death in Giant Step, no less. Like the worst place to die in the whole run.
Yeah. So they're on a really, really good pace. Zikubi's just having an even more insane pace.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Uko's gained time on Zikubi almost every split besides Giant Step. It's just that one death that's really separating them at the moment.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Uko feeling the pressure. No. Yeah. Bubble Monkey not having any of that.
Yeah, I think they were trying to make up as much time as possible, and Bubble Monkey got stuck, and that's unfortunate.
Yep. This fight will be slow, but should be able to make it out.
Yeah, he got rid of the threat.
And now you can use your invincibility frames to get past this mushroom, probably. Oh, unless there's another. Oh, that is super unfortunate. So now at this point, Zikubi has really all the time in the world.
I wonder, did they have a skip sandwich?
I don't think we could grab the skip sandwich, but
that might have been an opportunity for a skip. And
yeah, another death here in Pond Cave. Trying to make it as much time as possible. I would have done the same thing. Just bad luck.
Definitely.
So now it's got to be a Boogey death or two. pull this back. Zikubi getting the tech skip. Always fun to see. Hopefully no fly snipes heading out here. Oop, there are flies. It's a little scary. Yeah, he has to retreat.
Yeah, the general rule I've been taught was if you go up and there's any spawns, just go back in.
Yeah, especially in a race, that's the way to go. And he's finally taking a safety strat. He grabs the teddy bear. I respect it. Will we see a safety save? Uko going for some crazy stutters here. Working out well so far. Gotta make up as much time as possible. Lifing up Jeff. Hopefully buying enough time to get the big bottle rocket off if Boogey targets with an attack.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
And defend BBR. Let's see what Jeff can do. 454, really solid. He grabbed the bottle rocket for safety as well. Rockin' and the bottle rocket should do it, and GG should be a crazy good time, probably a low 106 from Zikubi here, so this will be, the second, I believe the second fastest time of the tournament so far. Definitely a very, very strong showing from him.
That is an incredible run.
Yeah, we just gotta wait for him to mash through some text and see what the official time is, but yeah, great run from him, great time. Very strong showing. He moves to 2-0 on the leaderboard. Yeah, so I believe he's one of 4 people that will be 2-0 now. So joint top of the leaderboard with 3 others. Remember, this is a Swiss bracket, so he'll be paired up with another one of the undefeated runners for next week. At 106.08 is the official time.
Oh, congrats to Zikubi.
Yeah, like I said, amazing run. Uko, it was that one death in giant step that put them behind early, and then, this trying to make up some time here, going, balls to the wall and in Pond Cave.
They had to try, and the game just said no. So
yeah, and at least they can take solace in the fact that even if they were able to pull out some crazy stutters, etc., in Pond Cave, the lead from Zikubi was too big, and he didn't die to Boogey. So
Zikubi's now trying to do the tent glitch.
Yeah, let's see if he gets anything fun. Uko, good sport, trying to finish out the run.
I think this is the last race of this bracket. So the new bracket will get drawn up right after this is complete sometime, and then the new schedule, racers will start pairing up.
Yeah, as early as tomorrow.
So it could be as early as tomorrow, yeah.
No promises. It looks like Zikubi's getting something good here. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's what you're onto something, Bean Train. Now that Uko is 1-1, it's gonna go ruin somebody like me's day. I'm probably in trouble.
Yeah, you got Uko sitting at 1-1. You have defending champion RJ sitting at 0-2.
Yeah.
That's the Swiss is making this really interesting. Uko's slated probably for like a 1:11, 1:12. Definitely super solid time. Yeah, I am definitely excited to see the pairings for next week. So the undefeated runners are Wa, Hunter, Zikubi, and Desert Away, I believe? No, she lost this week. Who's the last undefeated? Oh, James, of course. Yes. So yeah, 4 all-star Boogey racers for sure. Yeah, I can't wait to see those matchups. Can't wait wait to watch those races. It'll be a really exciting week coming up.
This whole season has just been crazy. I'd be interested to see what the average time for racers were in the past years compared to this year, and I almost guarantee that this year is going to be minutes lower.
Yeah, no, same here. It's been an outstanding display of speedrunning talent so far this year, and I have no doubt we'll keep it up in the weeks to come. Yeah, what I was gonna say is, we're talking about the the matchups of the 2-0 people, but even the 1-1s and the 0-2s, there's very, very strong racers in all of those brackets. So,
definitely.
Even if you're not watching the top of the standings matches next week, definitely tune in for some of the ones lower down the standings, because definitely some talent down there as well. Some interesting stories. Will RJ be able to climb back from his 0-2 deficit? Things like that,
That's what the people are really asking.
Oh yeah. And we here at Earthbound Super Series 2020 will answer.
So what other speedrunning series are there? For Earthbound, there is the any percent glitchless races. Is that part of the EBSS this year as well?
I know we didn't do that last year. Every year we normally do the Ancient Cave, so the Earthbound randomizer. But yeah, Temple, thank you. Twitch.tv/RPG Limit Break. Yeah, RPG Limit Break, especially if you're into things like Earthbound. That's where we streamed the finals of this tournament last year. Definitely don't go watch that, because then you get to see me lose. But
Ooh.
Yeah,
nice catch by Uko on that Pumpkinhead kid.
Yeah,
they're about to start Boogey Tent now. Hopefully it's a clean fight.
Yeah, and just trying to put up a good time for tiebreakers at this point. Always incentivized to finish the run. Teddy Bear doing his job, eating the hit. And 658 from Jeff.
Wow.
Does his job and should be, probably a low 112. Yeah, 658. That's absurd. Isn't the max 700?
I believe so. Good game, yeah. Uko.
Yeah, GG Uko. Solid showing. Unlucky early death. 750. James, just commentate every race. You know everything. Or James will be the stats guy behind the scenes. James is stealing my job.
There's two of us, and James is still better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, shout out to James. Shout out to both runners. Shout out to Temple for setting this up. Shout out to Aerofram for organizing the brackets, all that good stuff. Shout out to Maladroid, my co-commentator. It's great having you on tonight. Tons of fun.
It was fun commentating with you.
Yeah. Hope to have you back on the desk soon.
1:12:01. That's still, I think, a fantastic race time. With these races, you don't get to reset if you have bad RNG. So Uko made a lot out of a little.
Yep. Even just finishing a Boogey race does wonders for your tiebreakers. So.
And tint glitch is in full effect over there on the other screen.
Yes.
That could go on for a while, so I'm not going to stick around for it. But thanks everyone for coming out. Appreciate everyone watching.
Yeah. Have a great night, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the race.